countries, they had the mulberry trees. They had the cocoons, but they didn't know what to do with them. I like to do something very quick. I like to offer you one of these, and I want you to give me from there 100 meters of silk. How would you do that?
You have to put it in your mouth and soak on it for 10 minutes.
Well, actually, he's right. Because everything's with liquids. You're right.
Do I throw it in there?
If you don't use this, if it's just you and the cocoon, what would you do?
Find the end.
Find the end. Good. I'll do the same. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to find the end, and I'm going to pull the thread right now. You see the silk thread there?
Yeah.
We can all do that. After a while, you'll break it.
Yeah, it's breaking.
It's not our fault. This is what normally happens. Chinese discovered that water was the secret when one of these cocoons fell into the cup of tea of the queen. After a while, she started to pull the thread, and she realized that roughly a mile of thread came out of that cocoon with no breaking point. So this is basically what we're doing nowadays. Hot water, wooden wheel, a pedal right there. We have a brush like this, as you see, very simple, and the talent and the patience of this lady. We have 45 days to come to this point. I'd like to share some photographs. The moth will give me like 300 eggs with a yellowish tone, but by the way, you can visualize the eggs in here, you can see them. This is what we have, as eggs. So these ones, we're going to collect them from the mulberry trees, because they're going to eat that leaf. They will grow like 9 centimeters in 30 days, and this white thing around her is the combination of saliva and sticky substance of the animal. She's going to cover herself. Listen, please. There's a worm inside. There you are. Before coming to the hot water, we have to unfortunately kill her with hot steam shock, because we don't want to have any holes in it, because we want to pull the thread, and it has to be like in one part. Then put it in water. 35 minutes.
Wait. So first of all, you steam it.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
They're very fragile to high temperatures.
Are those grown locally here?
Yes, in this area. I don't know if you could realize, but on the way, you're coming from Ephesus?
Yes.
Yes.
On the way from Ephesus to here, all these trees at the side of the road were mulberry trees. Yeah, this area and close to Istanbul, there's an area called Bursa. These are the two main areas for silk production of our country. So after you steam it, and you have the cocoon, then you need this process, which is the water. And with this brush, she will start to get them. If you like to take pictures, I recommend you do it right now. We go 1, 2, 3. That's how you get the threads. There you are. It's very simple, but it's the most effective way of getting threads nowadays from cocoons all over the world. We do have machines, by the way, to do this, but machines are not good for us because we have to use for every carpet a different thickness of those threads to weave them. Now Emine is going to work with her hands to clean the upper layer, because it's the non-clean part.
There's a mile of thread.
There's a mile of thread as an average in each of those. Yes. We're going to put this aside for a sec. This is still silk, but I'm not going to use it for my purpose, which is weaving carpets. I'm going to tell you later what we do with this. And now I'm going to show you the unraveling process itself. I don't want you to get hurt over there. Be careful with the wheel, please. Thank you. Now what we do basically is adding all those cocoons to one of the rolls over there. By the time you pedal, you're going to spin the wheel, and you're going to see that in the water here, these ones are jumping around. There's a steam coming out of there. This is the friction of the cocoon with the water. It's not because it's boiling. Actually, you can touch it. It's in the 30, 40 degrees Celsius. And some of these, they have like a whiter color. The other ones are a little bit more like transparent. You see that?
Yes.
These are giving me the last meters of silk. So in other words, I'm going to pick one as a reference. And I'm going to show you through the light. Can you see that there's a worm over there inside of it?
Yeah.
So, after doing this for 5 hours, what you obtain is something like this. You can see the worm much better over there. This is what we have inside the cocoon. And she took a few meters at the beginning. All of these will be provided to textile companies to mix with cotton and make, for example, shirts. You know when you buy a shirt, a silk and cotton? It's from that silk. Because this is still silk, but not useful for me.
And do they use all of those parts, or just the thread on the end?
Everything.
Everything.
This is going to be used in the cosmetic industry to make skincare creams for ladies. This is The warmth. This is very good for your body, especially for your face. That's why in some Far East countries they are eating those. They are very rich in proteins. Yeah, you're saying I had more than one demonstration to Asians, and while I was talking, they were eating those. It's part of their culture.
Koreans eat these.
Yeah.
Koreans eat
In
these.
Korea, in Thailand, I had a group from
Oh, yeah.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
They always eat those. They used to make parachutes with silk in the Second World War. I don't know if you heard about it. And the Romans used to cut through marble with silk. Have you heard about that? I'm gonna give you two threads. I'm gonna give you raw silk that I want you to touch, and I'm gonna give you silk that it's been treated after you have this with chemical dyes. See the difference on the textures, please.
No.
I'm gonna also give you this. See? I don't know if I don't tell you that that's
This is
silk.
like
Raw.
Would you think it's silk?
Oh my gosh.
What does it feel like? It's like
No idea.
like horsehair straw or something like that. There you go. Silk actually feels like this. Silk is not silky. It's not soft. Silk is a very strong material, very rough. The softness comes from the dyes, which are chemicals. So every single carpet that you would see in pure silk is been dyed with chemical dyes. There's no natural dyes for silk unless it's a very special edition nowadays. Could you all understand it?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?